Recently, a California woman found out her pet dog had been given to another family that she doesn't know. So the dog went missing while she was away on vacation, was taken in by a shelter, and then adopted. The new family didn't want to give the dog back. So Sharon Robinson, who's 71, her husband Larry, they took a trip to Boston on December 4th, and I guess their son was taking care of the dog. The dog got away, ended up essentially at the humane shelter, and then after, I guess it was almost a month, put up for adoption. And what's so interesting here, and I want to ask you about this, Courtney, is what is the right way to handle this?
Listen, I think the bottom line is most everybody, I don't want to speak for everybody here, but most of us would give the dog back. Yeah. If we knew that it had an owner. Would we agree? And so trying to manage that situation is difficult, but I think if we focus on prevention, that's probably a good place to start. And I can't emphasize the importance enough of a microchip. I mean, the key word when you're thinking about a microchip is permanence. That is going to stay. Whether if you have a collar that you put an ID tag on, that could fall off. If you have a harness that you put a name on, that could get lost. And through best intentions of people, they try to keep their pets supervised. They can get away. I had a neighbor who released some fireworks, dog took off. And that was when I was growing up. My dog was lost. I mean, your friend, your family member out there in the wilderness, cold, hungry, potential predators. I mean, it's heart-wrenching. So if you have a microchip, all of this situation could be avoided.
The microchips are a great idea. What kind of dog do you have, AJ?
I have a little Yorkie, and she is a tiny little 6-pounder. And we live at the beach, so it's really hard to kind of keep her in our property because we have kids going in and out all the time. So she gets out all the time, and she'll just go cruise around the beach neighborhood, and she always ends up getting returned. I mean, people just know where we live, and yeah, they know her, and so luckily she always gets returned. And she is microchipped.
Perfect.
We've got the tag with the phone number, but she gets out all the time, and dogs just get out. They find a way.
10 million. That's the number to focus on. 10 million pets are lost every year. So people ask me, Doc, if my pet is lost, what should I do? And I say, obviously, number one, go to your local humane societies, go to your local veterinarians, and of course, check the internet. But you've got to be proactive. You've got to go out there and look, because if a dog comes in with no tags, these shelters, unfortunately, are overwhelmed. So they don't have the personnel to go and match and reunite owners with their dogs. It's just not going to happen. So it's heart-wrenching, but just keep in mind, some of that pain and anguish could be resolved if you have a microchip.
Really great point.